Good afternoon, sir. Manoj, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Sir, we the Department of CSC, the Vishnu Engineering College for Women, Demavaram. We welcome you to this faculty development program, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Sir, first of all, we'd like to convey our thanks to participating. That means you are here to share your valuable insights to our participants. So, before entering to the session, let me take the privilege to introduce you, sir. It is my great honor to introduce Mr. Manoj Kumar Mishra. Mr. Manoj Kumar Mishra is currently working as assistant professor in OP Jindal University, Chhattisgarh. He is pursuing his PhD from Jagannath University, Jaipur, India on green entrepreneurship. He did his MBA from BTU with specialization in marketing and graduation from AKTU. He has presented several research papers in many national and international conferences, including presentations at IITs and IIMs. His papers are published in various journals of national repute, with includes Scopus Index care listed journals. Mr. Mishra has conducted 2 workshops and 4 FDPs on research methodology across different institutes in India. Sir, thank you so much for joining with us. Sir, now I request you to share your valuable insights on machine learning and society.
Thank you so much, sir, for your so much courtesy and the words that you share with all of us. And let me take this opportunity to share my knowledge, whatever I have earned from my understanding. And I will share my screen. And meanwhile, if it is not needed, I can off the camera because somewhere it will disturb everyone. And just you give me the confirmation whether the
Sure,
screen is visible to you or not once I share with you all.
sure, sir.
So now, as from my side, I have shared the screen, and I hope you all are able to see a title that I am
Yes, sir.
supposed to speak for next 40-45 minutes with all of you. So
Yes, sir,
now
it is
we
visible,
can.
sir.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. First of all, I would like to thank the college management for giving me the opportunity to share with such a huge audience on the very emerging topic that is machine learning and social theories. As I am from management background, so I will take the more management aspect and how the machine learning or any kind such kind of AI tools that is giving a significant impact as far as the social theories or the theories related with management are concerned. If you see the title on the screen that you are seeing right now, it has the two aspects. One is machine learning and other one is social theories. Before I move to a presentation part, sir, is it allowed like they can speak or only I am allowed to speak? And the participants are have the rights to unmute themselves and speak. Hello.
Yes, sir, we can.
Okay. So before I go to a formal presentation kind of things, as we all know, nowadays we are seeing so many technological changes that are happening in our day-to-day lives, and almost now everything is something kind of automated. When we go to a mall, we see lots of accelerators, we see lift even we are seeing previously also, but now the structure of the lift is somewhat changed. Even people are talking about different kinds of robots, especially healthcare is seeing lots of changes in case of the artificial intelligence concept. And even today morning only, when I was reading the newspaper, there was an article which says McDonald, we all know the burger McDonald's introduced a cafe where there is no man at all. It's no man land kind of things. And as a man, we have to go there. We place our order. Automatically, the AI based machine learning process is inbuilt there, and they will prepare the pizza. Pizza will, and it will ask whether you want the means counter service or you want the service at your doorstep. So if you want, you can type your address, it will reach there. And if not, then you can have it there. There is some place provide there, and you can have your pizza there and then come back. So this is the kind of word where we are right now. And in the same word, we as a human being, we as a social animal also has to survive. So now there are two things. One is technology and other one is society. And the society is, even when I'm saying society have human being also, society have animal beings also, society have this fruits and vegetables, trees and everything. But the man who is for the managing all these things. So that's why when we see the theoretical aspect or the societal theory, we will mainly focus on the human as a center. Though there are many other theories and there are n number of social management theories, so I will not go in explaining all the theories individually. I will cover the broader aspect of different societal theories, social theories, and how this theory helps to make the society and what is the need of understanding that. And then we will move to a next phase, that is what machine learning or artificial intelligence will do or making change in that sense. So that's how we will move. And whenever you feel saying something which you are not agree on that, then you are free to share your thought process, because it's it's a kind of learning process. I have some knowledge, I have some information that I am sharing with you, and in a situation to learn at least few things what we have at 3 is to 8 p.m. on 27/12. So when it will be in 3:45, 3:50, by that time we must have at least few new things in our mind. Now the flow of presentation will be this: definition of social theory, different types of social theories, what is the need of social theories, and then how the machine learning interact with these social theories. So I will start with the first part, that is what is social theory. So as it shows, it is a kind of framework. Framework means it is a set of rules and regulations. For what? For understanding and explaining how the society operates. And when I'm saying society operates, there the major emphasis is on human being. Though society operates with the help of animals also, society operates with the help of lots of other things, rivers, mountain, trees, but all these things are not having one extraordinary things that is called as imagination. Like if someone from the psychology background, they must understand this is the one thing which differentiate the human being from the any other human being, that is imagination. We can imagine something, and whatever we imagine, we try to produce that. And I tell you, my friends, the imagination power of human being is what you are seeing in and around near you. whatever, if you are sitting in a classroom, you might be seeing projectors, you might be seeing some whiteboard, you might be seeing some green boards. If you are sitting in home, you might be seeing Tesla, you might be seeing refrigerator. All these things are the imagination of human being. Whatever we produce, first that get pictured in our mind. We though means the prima, the birth start from the problem. We have a problem and we want the solution of the problem, and the solution of the problem lies in the imagination. That's why the famous personality Abdul Kalam said, like every person must have a dream. And one of his book, that is Ignited Mind, the first chapter of that book, there are total 13 chapter, and I prefer every student must read that. And when I'm saying student, it doesn't mean the faculty. We all are student only. We all are in the phase of learning only. So everybody, if we have not read so far, then we must read that. In that, the first chapter itself says the dream, and the dream is something where people creates their imagination. And I am not going to what is dream, what is what we see from the open eyes, what we see while we are sleeping, but here I am talking about what we see from our open eyes. So whatever the social phenomena that you are seeing just now, what is operating, that all is the outcome of our imagination. And why we have to understand that, what are the different types of theories? Because it helps us to understand the pattern, social pattern, the trends, and the changes that may happen or that is happening. And the moment we see any pattern, any trend, or any changes, we also frame our imagination to cope up that change. So now, if you feel, we are at the place of, someone is saying something. I request, if you don't have any question, then please mute. Yeah, we are at the place where we are making a connect between our topic. So there first is society. Society is a group of so many things. In that so many things, human being is more important, because what makes him important? Because he has the imagination, and in imagination he solved the problem. Whatever the problem is there, he tried to solve with the help of certain set of tools, technology, and activities. And then technology helps to enhance his imagination. The technology provides the wings to the imagination. And as I told you, whatever you are seeing near about you, all these things is the part of a person's imagination. Whether it is a tube light, whether it is an aeroplane, whether it is a robot that we are seeing right now. All these things are the part of the imagination of a people. And how this social theories is making connect with AI, making connect with machine learning, though it is not a part of the business, part of the computer science, part of the electrical, because social theory is the development of human being, and when the human being develop, all the other discipline of any branch will provide the support for what? For making the life better. And that's why the social theory develops in variety of disciplines. And the major, whatever I am saying, it's not only restricted that there are few, that is sociology, anthropology, psychology, that we have just discussed, that is our imagination, political science, and economy. Here, economy is something which I think correlate with each and everyone, whether we are from an engineering background, we are from management background, or from agriculture background. Everybody is bothered about economy of a scale. Everybody is bothered about how we reach the BEP, how we increase the profitability, how we minimize the cost, how we optimize the process. So all these things are the part of economy. And apart from that, as we have seen, there are many other disciplines where social theory plays a significant role. Even as a student or even as a faculty, most of the time we say we don't like politics. But mind you, my dear friends, nobody can survive without this. Whatever I am talking with you, that is possible because a stable government is sitting here and he is taking care of all of us. Because if politics is not there, then the concept of country is not there. So politics is also a significant part, and politics has the science, and AI has influenced this politics at large. And the name that you can heard from here and there, like Prashant Kishore, he is the one who used the social media and the analytical skills of the machine learning and AI for for modernization of the Indian politics. And is this social theories also focus upon the culture, power, social change, and social institutions and interactions. And when I'm saying social institutions, in that all the kind of educational institute, all the kind of NGOs, even all the organizations which comes under MSME or large organizations, they all are actually a social institute only. Sometimes it is institute, sometimes it is organization. Because when we say organization, so organization is something which lies in the society. It is not at the external part of the society. So that's why it is essential to understand the social theories, because it interrelate all the other discipline. And when I'm saying the social theory, it is mainly have three different perspectives. What are those perspectives? So they are, they are this one, that is interactive perspective, conflict perspective, and functionalist perspectives. Let me give one example for all these three. Interactions perspective is something, suppose if a person visited, or if a person, it is actually a social theory which talks about the individual, and the conflict is a social theory which talks about a group, and the functional aspect is the theory which talks about the institutions, social institutions. So one is individual, other one is group, the last one is the group of people which forms the organization or the institute or the society. So for the first perspective, the example is, if a person visited in any, what we can say, in a party, and if he is extrovert kind of personality, then whatever he says, people will listen him, and he have an influence in that party, hoping that that party is group of 50 people only. And if the person is introvert, then out of 50, if he is one of the person, then he may not influence that party that up to that extent, or else he may get influenced by some extrovert kind of people. So this is the one aspect of social theory. So as a social person, we must understand this aspect, means we must understand the lowest unit, and in between the next unit that comes is group. When people are in a group, that is called as the conflict perspectives. What is the actual meaning of that? Let's understand it also with the help of one example. That is, suppose for example, if in an organization the budget is getting allocated and the resources are getting allocated, different kind of resources, and now if a person have a power, here the conflict doesn't mean a difference only. Conflict means the variation in the power. When if a person is having a power, suppose if he is a CEO and other person is general manager, and someone else is executive, and in a meeting if these three people are different, representing the three different departments, then automatically the CEO have the power to influence that distribution of resources. And even for that sense, if you see, there are many organizations where if there is something called as gender biasness is there, there the allocation of fund may be in that way, or the resources in that way, where the dominating gender or the dominating society of people will get the more benefit as the other one. And the third one is the functional prospect that, as I told you, like we all see the example of this educational institute or any organization where people from different background, different power, or different kind of personalities will come at one place, and irrespective of whether they are introvert, whether they are extrovert, whether they are powerful or whether they are not powerful, they will get the prescribed activities or the syllabus. They must read that and perform accordingly. So that is the functional prospects of social theory. And as a human being or as a policy maker, we must understand all the three aspects to make the effective policy or the effective society. Because as I told you, how we behave as an individual, that helps to frame a good network. When we frame a good network, then the good group is created, and once the good group got created, people perform the functional activities in an effective manner. And if the many functional activities got performed in a better manner, a developmental society will come. So that is the outcome of this three systematic steps, or we can say that is the flow chart of reaching a developmental society. Now, what is the need of that? So this is required for these four aspects. First one is to understand the social phenomena. What you will do or anybody will do if they understand the social phenomena, it is important to make or suggest them the kind of developmental process. And if you want to understand that, let's understand the industrial revolution in India. We are talking about industry 4.0. ML is the part of that. Even people are talking about industry 5.0. Now, if we see the different industrialization and the industrial development in India, then industry 1 or the first development in India was basically concentrated on agricultural aspect, because during that time that was the basic need and the society required that. And once the societal phenomena get enhanced with that, people are having enough food to eat, then they will think of this other kind of development. Because if you go to a place, any place where people are dying from the food, and there if you talk about the missiles, there if you talk about the atom bombs, people may not ready to listen you, even forget about listening.
காலேஜ்க்கே போய் அட்டெண்ட் பண்றேன். நான் எப்படி அட்டெண்ட் பண்றது சொல்றேன் நீ பண்ணா. இப்போ நான் காலேஜ்க்கு அட்டெண்ட் பண்ணிட்டா, காலையில நீ என்ன சொன்ன, நான் டிஸ்டர்ப் பண்ண மாட்டேன் அப்படின்னு சொன்னாங்க. இப்போ நீ என்ன பண்றேன்னு பாரு.
Manoj sir, you are in mute. Manoj sir.
Yeah, I think someone, it is showing I got muted by someone.
Yes sir, yes sir. Someone did
Now-
that. Sorry for that.
Okay. So should I continue or is there any issue?
No sir, please continue.
Okay. Yeah, so I was talking about understanding the phenomena and then explaining that phenomena. And once we understand that phenomena means once we understand what is the social status of the society, accordingly we can plan. Accordingly, we can plan the implementation of technology. And that implementation of technology will help you to take care or the find out the intervention of this machine learning or the AI kind of concept. So now this is the use of basic use of machine learning in social theories. The first and foremost thing is analyzing the social data. What is our understanding with analyzing the social data here is like I think we all are from the academic background, so we must understand we all have to make we all have to conduct some kind of basic research. Even as a student, we are doing a primary project, secondary project, or primary research or secondary research. So in all these places we have to collect the data and do an analysis on that data. And suppose if we have collected like how people are attending this workshop, and out of that, how many are male, how many are female. And based on that, if I analyze something, because this is a program which is organized by a women institutions, that's why the number of female participants are more. If I'm giving this kind of analysis, that is easy, that you can do with the help of Excel or any other thing. But if you want to take a huge data, like suppose overall population of India, and based on that, if you want to make a policy, whether on what basis we will decide, okay, now this is the amount of earning or the money if a family earn, that will consider as a below poverty line, otherwise it is considered as the above poverty line. And based on that, we want the government wants to give a food quota, like whether they will give 5 kg anaj per month or 15 kg, 50 kg per month. So all these kind of analysis or the social data will be analyzed with the help of this different software. Like few software we all know, the free softwares are Jamovi, RStudio, the paid R1, MTrack, SPSS, even the SPSS free version as PSPP. All these are the softwares or they all are actually AI based software only. But because we are talking about AI machine learning now, it doesn't mean it was not there previously. It is, but that was very limited assessment or assess we can say. But now whatever the things you are seeing, they are used things that they are using as a AI tools. Then after analyzing, it also helps to understand or to predict the social outcome or the social behavior. Like how that can be happen, like predicting the behavior of voters. Like you might have seen the different articles in papers once the Gujarat elections got over, and there people have written there are many views. Some are saying based on this election we can say the 2024 election is like that, or some are saying the voters pattern is totally different when they vote for Vidhan Sabha and when they vote for a Lok Sabha, their voting pattern got changed. And that's why if you see when any news channel give a prediction what is the vote percentage in particular area, if there are 4 different category of people, then what category of people have given what amount of vote to X party and Y party. All these kind of analysis and predictions we can do with the help of this machine learning or the artificial intelligence or the technological aspect. And this helps you to understand whether you have to work hard and whether you have to interact with the people in much better manner. Even as a businessman, it helps us to understand the consumer behavior, consumer perception, what is their like and dislike. Even whenever people previously when they wants to launch any kind of this advertisement, especially sensitive advertisement, what they have to do is they have to show that ad to you and whatever your eye movement is there or the facial expression is there, there is a camera which catches all these expressions, and the human interpretation will be done, and based on that people say whether people are liking this ad or disliking. But now these things can be done with the help of the machineries. And even as I told you, the best part or the things that you can observe is in medical science. For any kind of test, if we go except blood test, we have different set of instrument like ECG, we see. So there are certain instrument, they will give certain kind of inputs, and the output will come, and output will be interpreted by the pharmacist or the person who is able to understand that. Now, suppose if that output, even nowadays, many test output are in such a way that any normal layman can understand whether that particular content is high or low in my body, and based on that we can say we can analyze whether we need something or not. Not very expertise knowledge is required for that, but if you want to take any kind of treatment in that, then it is always advisable to take the suggestions from the expert. It helps to predict, analyze. First, we have to analyze, and on the analysis, we have to predict. Prediction in what way? As I told you, in terms of if you are politician, for you the voter; if you are a businessman, for you the customer; if you are an educational institute, for you the students. What is the student behavior pattern when they are participating in any kind of counseling? How they are selecting any seats, whether they are saying the price, what are the factors which influence any student to select any B school, what are the factors which influence any person to select any brand of mobile. So all these things or these kind of predictive analysis can be done. Even in my next slide, I may think it will come, the social media analysis or the sentiment analysis, that is something which is wonderful things that can be done with the help of this AI based tool. And you might have heard a software called NVivo that can convert the text data into a quantitative data. Like suppose we all see when people, when suppose on any 15 August or 26 January, Narendra Modi as prime given any speech, after that speech, the news channel will say this particular word is used these many times. So that kind of analysis can be done, and this is possible because of this different analytical tools. And these analytical tools are the outcome of this machine learning process. So analyzing, predicting, and based on the prediction, we can do a modeling or the simulation that can interact with the society, and that helps us to save the time and find out if any flaws are there, and that flaws can be further analyzed and prepared in terms of the actual models. So that's how the behavior of a human helps to make the society, makes the society better, and their changes, whatever the changes is happening, that we can monitor with the help of the technology, and that technology helps to analyze those things in a faster manner as compared to the previous one, which may take more time. Now, there are few business applications of this machine learning technology or the machine learning tools that, as I told you, one is the social media analysis. Social media analysis, like we all see people give comments on the Twitter. Now, if you want to analyze on any particular theme, like suppose the FIFA World Cup final, in that, what was the people opinion about the France and Argentina? So now you can note, you can download all the kind of Twitter comments, and you can upload that. As I told you, there is one software that is NVivo. There is one more that is MaxQDA. There also you can do this kind of analysis, and that will help you like all 2000, 3000 Twitters or the comments you can upload there, and it will help you what is the people's opinion about that. And that is more helpful for as a common being. Suppose if you want to buy a X brand of mobile, and you want to see how people feel about that, then for that go to any site like Amazon, Flipkart, type the brand of the name, you will get the comment or the reviews, download all the reviews as it is, upload that PDF file, it will give you the sentiments of the people in 5 aspects. One is highly negative, somewhat negative, neutral, somewhat positive, highly positive. And that will show you the numbers. Like out of suppose 500, these many are towards highly negative, these many are towards highly positive. And even if you want to, if you click on those numbers, that will tell you what is that positive that they are saying. They are saying positive in terms of camera, they are saying positive in terms of security, they are saying positive in terms of features. In what sense, what positive they are saying, that also we can collect. And based on that, you can go for your purchasing, and based on that you can plan your product purchasing behavior. So and even this is the one aspect that as a customer we are analyzing. Even in the same aspect, the same analysis, if a businessman is using, then they can see if I'm planning for any kind of modification in my existing product, then what are the most featured item that I have to concentrate. Because if suppose people are talking more negative about the battery life, in that sense, if I have a brand called 100S, and if I'm planning for 100L or 100S plus, then I will give more emphasis on battery life. So what particular product features I have to take care or modify so that the acceptance of that my product will increase, or the sales of my product increase, that can be analyzed with the help of this social media and social network analysis. And as I told you, the sentiment analysis is the part of that. And all these kind of analysis are the outcome of this analytical tools that are based on the AI based. Even nowadays, like we all know, the literature review is the most critical part of any research process. There are many online websites where you can upload your paper, PDF file, whatever you have. They give you the gist or the crux of your LR or the overall review of your paper just in a fraction of second of time. Like, because this is what that research methodology class, otherwise I could have shown also with the help of one example, that website. Websites where you can upload your paper, it will give you the one or two paragraph. What is it really talks about? So all these kind of life, even as a researcher, even as a reviewer, even as a businessman, as I told you, social media analytics and social network analysis, even that is also useful for as a common being. As I told you, if I want to purchase, suppose if I'm planning for purchasing a house in anywhere in Chennai, then what is the best location for me? That also but only thing is we must know where we have to go. For all these data, Amazon is not helpful. For that, you have to go for Magic Brick and or quicker.com, quicker or OLX. OLX is a common platform where you can get so many other opinions also. So 2-3 these kind of websites we have to compare, and then we can make a suitable locations. And even suppose if a company is looking for a location where they can give their money, or where they can their outlet, for that also they click over these if you are a single or searching for a house, you can use for your purpose. And the same output, the reputation may vary. The organizations can use for selecting their best location where they can open their outlets. And as I told you, this political analysis that I have not touched, because previously I have given you the example where there is new channel will show these many this 41% is X party got in this region, and in that 41 they will also classify these many people are from the Hindu background, these many are from Muslim, these many are from Christians. In that Hindu again some parts are there. So all these kind of analysis or the pictures will helps us to see our position and understand the threats and the opportunities. If something which is increasing, then it is an opportunity. If something which is decreasing, even it may not be harming at that time. But these in-depth analysis will help us to prepare ourselves before actually occurring the problem. So all these kind of the artificial intelligence that we are seeing here and there, all these helps us to prepare ourselves better so that we can live in this society in a better harmony manner. So that is what is from my side. Now, any questions, any query, if you have, you can share. I have one more this slide that I have kept blank, machine learning as a future, because honestly speaking, whatever we are seeing right now, that is only a 10% of the use of this industry 4.0. If we use it in a maximum capacity, even few days back, I was seeing a video where we all know about this GPS system, where suppose if I want to somewhere, I will just say to Google, it will start showing me the map. Now there is something called as VPS, virtual, where exactly they will miss one cat will come, that cat will run, and it will show you the pictures also. Now we are just seeing the places, means names are there, actual picture just like you see in a movie, and near about whatever the things are there, whether we have to take a left turn, right turn, in that what is written in that board, whether red light is there, all these things we can visualize. That visual presentation is also possible, and that is which is happening right now. In next maybe 2-3 months, there are the countries where it will get implemented. So hardly in 1 year or maybe less than 1 year, it will come in India also. So this is only one aspect. At the starting of my session, I share with you the example of McDonald's. This is only one aspect. There are many outlets in different countries where people are not paying the money while they are going out. I mean, just like we used to do. It's not they are not paying, they are paying, but that will automatically get detected. Like if you see in India, people like nowadays this red light jumping and the over speeding, all these things we need not to bother about whether the policeman is standing or not. The camera will do the activity automatically in your mobile, registered mobile, your gari number, your photo, and the penalty amount. All these three things will come automatically. You have to pay that, otherwise you have to bear the consequences. So these all are the welcoming opportunity or the word for the ML. So where the future goes, that's why I have put as a question mark. It is something which maybe so far it is beyond our imagination, but it is in the someone's imagination, because if someone can imagine, then only it will come as an output. So that's all from my side. And if you have anything, I think my screen is not sharing. Yes, sharing.
Just now you stopped sharing.
Okay. So I just share whatever I know. If it is relevant to you, then fine. If you feel it is totally irrelevant, then no issues. And if you feel it is relevant and you want to share something, add something, or remove something, then the platform is open. We can take some 3, 4, 5 minutes time to discuss about that.
Sir, really it is a wonderful session, sir. Dear participants, you have any queries? Please unmute yourself and you can ask. Manoj sir is ready to answer.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. So according to your extremely knowledgeable and valuable presentation, so what do you think, sir, about many human careers, jobs and work will be replaced by machine learning in near future, especially in data science related to analyze behavior customer. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Sir, actually, what I feel is that the question, what I understood is you are asking what are the different skill set is needed to cope up yourself in the upcoming job. That is what you are asking, if I am not wrong.
Exactly, sir.
Yes. So, sir, for that, as you correctly answer in your question itself, we have to understand or we have to learn the data analytics, and this is something which is not now. It is not something which only CS student must know. Now, this is something which any electrical student must know, any mechanical student must know, any management student must know, because nowadays data is a plenty of data is there. What we inference from that data, that makes sense. So data, and there are many tools of data analytics. Day by day, any tools is get absolute in every 6 months. So but if you ask me, I prefer R, language R. And that when I'm saying language R, though it is an audience of computer science, but I used to handle the audience of management, where the moment I say R, they say, okay, this is something related to programming, so I don't know, I am leaving. So R is nothing means if you know programming, it will help you. But otherwise, there is one interface of R, that is R Studio. That is for those people, especially people like me, who is not good in programming or not from programming background. They can also do a wonder. They can also put the data there. They can also, and even sometimes they can do much better kind of interpretation as compared to the person who know the programming. So any software we have to see, and we must, and that can be anything. And if we add value with the help of any certification course on data analytics, that is something which will help the student, especially those who are looking for job in coming 2-3 years of time. Because the world is changing so fast. Whatever we are studying in the classes, that may get absolute once we go to the market, but it doesn't mean the classes are not required, because classes are needed to build the base on if the base is strong, on that you can put either analytics or predictive or non-predictive or whatever kind of analysis. So this is what is my understanding about your question. If someone else is sharing something with respect to your question, they are welcome. In between, I just saw someone is raising the hand. So if they have any query or any question, they can ask. Sorry.
Yes, sir. I hope they are clear.
Okay, sir.
So, sir, first of all, let me convey our thanks to you, sir. And you started your presentation with machine learning and social theories. So first of all, we didn't understand how these are correlated, because machine learning is one area and social theories are another area. So we are in that misconception that how these two are going to be related. So then you came with what is a social theory, and three types of social theories that you already discussed. That is interactionist perspective, conflict perspective, and functionalist perspective. So like you explained about these three types of social theories, and there you also covered the need of social theories, how they are going to understanding, explaining, guiding the policies and advancing knowledge. So like that, you explained the need of this. Then you came with the basic use of this machine learning in social theories. Then we came to understand how we are going to analyze the social data, predicting social outcomes, modeling social interactions, analyzing the text data, like that. So you clear all the requirements, how these social theories are going to be involved in machine learning. Sir, really, thank you so much for sharing your valuable knowledge to our participants, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And thank you for you and your organization for giving me the opportunity to interact. I think we have 500 plus, so it's great.
Yes, sir, 564, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Manoj. Within a short notice, you have you have given this talk within, I think, very short notice this time from Madam.
Yeah.
It seems to be.
Yes, Miss. She is my friend, close friend. My morning, she called me, and I'm in class. So 11 o'clock, I interacted with her, and then she told, "This is what you have to do."
Anyway, we will work together, sir. In our future endeavors, also we'll try to have this association for long term.
Yes, sir. Sure.
Thank you, Dr. Manoj. Have a nice day.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Sir, thank you so much, sir. We, the Department of CSE, Sri Vishnu Engineering College for Women, Bhimavaram, we thank you for joining with us and sparing your valuable time to share your knowledge to our participants. We're thankful to you, sir.
Thank you, Sarji. Thank you so much. Now I am leaving the meeting.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.